to my channel. In today's video I am going to be reading only emotional books for a week. I actually don't know what I'm thinking. I've probably timed this so badly for doing this video. I'm coming to the end of Freshers Week and then I'm starting my first proper week of university next week, and I've decided this would be a good time to read emotional books. But here we go. I've got at least 2 thick books on my TBR away with me that I really wanted to read for a really long time, but I'm scared of them because they're really emotional. So what better time than to read them right now? So I'm going to. The first book I'm going to read in this video is The First to Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I read They Both Die at the End like a couple of years ago, I think, and it was incredible. It blew me away, but it also absolutely shattered me into a million pieces. So yeah, I didn't realise that this one was out, and then I bought it quite quickly after it had been released, and it's sat on my TBR because I'm just too scared of the emotional drama. So let's get into it.
You say it's hard to tell just what I'm thinking. You think it's hard to see behind my smile. I'll say whatever you want.
I'm on page 67. I'm flying through it. It's amazing. I've got to share you this page. So I mean, it's not a spoiler because we're this far in, but if you want to go into the book completely blind, then you can skip the next little bit. I write short stories because I am one. I wish I was a novel. Breaths away from midnight, I know my final chapter is close. I look up at Valentino, wondering what life could have offered if I had more pages in me. Stop! That's it for. I'm on part 2. I'm gonna be a mess. I'm on page 135. And so it begins. This book is already breaking my heart. Page 148.
Let you walk in my heart if you want to.
I'm on page 173. I'm racing through this. It's unbelievable how quickly. I'm just about to start part 3, the firsts. This is absolutely breaking my heart. I'm gonna sob. I'm gonna go and get something to eat. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I went, got myself something to drink. Got some cookies. I'm in my Harry Potter pyjamas with my really cozy blanket. I've got my book, as I said, up to page 172. I'm loving it, and I'm going to read a little bit more, but I'm not going to read for crazy much longer tonight, because it is making me really emotional, and it's hitting hard tonight. So I'm not going to read too much more because it's like midnight, back at midnight too. I mean, I'm saying that having stayed up and not gone to bed earlier than like 2 for the last like week, but you know, I've got some Gilmore Girls to watch, so I'm loving it so far. I'm going to read a bit more just now. Why is it so flaming beautifully emotional that since I was the last one to enter this world, I would be the first one out? It's like life got too crowded, so people had to be fired. Okay. What was that? Okay, I'm gonna put this book down for the night. I got up to page 234. That is the most I've read of a book in one sitting, certainly one evening, in ages. I'm absolutely loving it. It's amazing. I've already cried multiple times. I'm going to bed just now though. It's like 20 to 1, I think. Sit on my phone or watch a bit of homework watch a bit of Gilmore Girls or something like that. But I need to go to bed while it's like semi-happy. Like, I know it's not happy and I know what's gonna happen, but I need to go to bed before I properly have a breakdown, because I think once I get to like halfway, just past halfway, I won't be able to put it down at all. So I'm gonna try and get some sleep while I still can. Okay, it's the next day. I have actually thought about this book today. I'm excited to read it, and a fair chunk scared, but it's gonna be good. I'm excited to escape into it again.
You can ask me anything.
What I absolutely love about this book, and what I love thinking about in general when my brain starts thinking deeply, as it does every now and then, is the way that a lot of these characters are completely separate to one another and have completely separate lives, but are so intertwined with one another at the exact same time, and they will maybe never know that. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful way to approach it and to think of humanity. And I know it's fiction, but it's also very realistic, like could be real life. And I really enjoy it. I love just like seeing all the little connections and little moments that are either specifically said in the book or that you pick up on as you're reading. All of these characters are so traumatized. This book is going to break my heart. Who am I kidding? It already is. On page 366. It's rough. It's rough going. I'm so happy and sad at the same time. And I'm only on page 380. If they both die, I'm gonna lose my mind. You know when you're reading a book like this and you think it's likely how it will end because of everything that's going on and how it worked with the first book and things like that, and then he just writes in little things that hint towards there being a possibility that there may be a different outcome, but you don't know if it will happen, who it will happen to, and it's stressful. They're so sweet. They're just so sweet. Page 418. Okay, it has literally been days. I had the complete intention of finishing, I don't even have the book, of finishing this book the other night when I was last reading it. I'm up to page 450, I've got less than 100 pages left, and I 100% had the intention of finishing it. Then we had a whole situation with a girl in our flat, so that took up the rest of my night, and I didn't get back into bed until it must have been about 2 a.m. So believe it or not, I did not feel up to reading the rest of this, and I didn't have any time yesterday. I wanted to read it yesterday, but I didn't have any time, and again, I think by the time I got into bed it was later, and I didn't have the emotional strength, because I know that I'm just basically going to be sobbing at these last 100 pages. But I really, really, really want to finish it, so I'm going to finish it just now. My eyes just scanned onto the other side of the page, and the plot twists. I'm almost finished. I knew that's what she was going to do, but it's still really, really beautiful. Oh my god. Give me a minute. Wow. 5 stars. I actually am lost for words. I'm gonna have to come back to you. My thoughts for this, I reckon, but it's just incredible. They seem so real, and their stories are so deep and you care so much about them. I love that every single one of these books, I mean, they're chunky books, that's just one day, and they've always just got the most beautiful, like, what's the word I'm looking for, the most beautiful sentiment to them. And I love the way that it's not just the main characters, it's every single one of the characters in this book are so well rounded. They've got these character arcs, they've got these stories, they are real people. Or I know they're not, but they feel like real people. These stories are beautiful works of art, and the way Adam Silvera writes them, they carve away into your heart. They break the heart, but they carve their way into that heart, and they're characters and they are stories that you remember for a long time. I'm not reading any more tonight. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna put on Strictly Come Dancing. The plan also is to read Girl in Pieces in this video, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to, given the state this book has left me in, so I'll get back to you on that one. Okay, it's been a couple of days. I feel like I've kind of emotionally recovered from the first day at the end. So I'm going to go in with the second book, Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. I'm probably not going to finish this by the end of the challenge, but I'm certainly going to start it, so here goes. I'm literally 5 pages in, but I love the way this is laid out. I need to show you. It's very, very unusual. I'm on page 72. This book is going to get so dark, but it's super quick to read. I think it's because like half the pages are like this, but because it's not like you're committing to a whole chapter, it's very much a one more chapter kind of situation, but for one more page. So you're like, oh, I'll just read the next page and the next page and the next page, and because you're not committing to anything, it seems really, really good so far. Okay, I have already been crying. I'm up to page 102. It's really, really good. I've stopped at the end of part 1 because it's ended at like a really, really nice bit, and I know it's all just gonna go wrong from here. So I'm gonna stop so that I can actually go to bed when it's at a nice, pleasant bit of the book, and I'll get back to it tomorrow. But this book's gonna wreck me, but it's beautifully written. It's real, it's deep. I can see where the hype comes from. I'ma tell you all my secrets. No secrets, no. Okay, so this challenge ended like a week ago. I completely abandoned it. I was terrible at sticking to this challenge, as you might have been able to tell. Well, because I had so much uni work, I timed it really, really badly for filming that video, because it was, I think I filmed it over the first week of uni. Rookie error. Or did I film it over freshers? I don't remember if I filmed it over freshers or if I filmed it over the first week of uni. I don't remember. But I do know that I completely abandoned it. So an update as to where I actually got up to. I didn't get any further on to Girl in Pieces. I'm still on page 102, the start of part 2. Not because I wasn't enjoying it, because as you'll have seen, I was really, really enjoying it, but it's such a heavy book. And when I'm really, really tired from like uni work, or even if I've just had a really long day, this is not the book I want to pick up when I come home. So this has not been picked up since. I do really want to get back to it. I really, really do. I really, really do. But I'll get to it at some point. I actually have so many books started just now, so the next video I film might have to be a finishing all my current reads, because right now I'm a bit all over the place. But yeah, that's the end of this video. thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry for how chaotic it is, but if you're new, welcome to my channel. This happens all the time. My videos are chaotic. So yeah, I hope you're really good. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to like or subscribe, that'd be amazing, but if not, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye.